Hey YouTubers, and what's going on? Welcome back to another episode here on ESGNet of Madden 18 Dallas Cowboys Franchise, and this is episode 24 as we're getting ready for the second part of our off season here. And today we are looking at free agents. Yes, talk about not such, or I don't know, maybe a so-so free agency this year in our first year as the Dallas Cowboys. Had a great season so far, but now it's time to rebuild. And of course, our game plan for this first off season is kind of work on the defense here. We want to work on the defense side of the ball. Now, that's going to be all because of what I'm trying to say is it's going to be all on the defensive side. Now, free agency here, we're going to kind of work on a couple of pieces here on the offense. Now, defensively, I looked at quite a few guys here, and I kind of said to myself, I'm like, the one person I really kind of wanted to help us out in that is on the linebacker position, and that is Aldon Smith, I believe a former 49er. And we try to look at him and look at his numbers there, and he before I was started this video here, I looked at his numbers. I'm like, oh boy, he's asking for quite a bit of money. So we decided not to go that route. So I decided to go offensively here, and we'll take a look at some of the guys there. You see his numbers there, and he's really going to try to break the bank on us there. So I decided not to mess with Aldon Smith, and I decided, let's go. If we try to go defensively, we'll try to go somebody a little younger, and maybe not such a high overall, somewhere around 75 or something like that, to help us out. Someone I can do some develop over a course of time. But then at the same time, it's kind of like, our game plan is defensively, and I got that for the draft. And some of the guys I've seen in the draft so far here, I decided, let's go ahead and do that. So we went ahead and did that, and we looked at some of the draft things, and we reduced some recruiting. So you guys won't really get to see that here in this video, because there are some areas in each phase of the free agency here where you can do your drafting and or you're not drafting, or you're recruiting, or what am I saying, recruiting, scouting. It's been a long day, so I apologize, but do your scouting here for those players that you're potentially try to draft. There you see Mixon there. I was really tempted on trying to sign him to a contract, but I decided, our problem is the left tackle. We don't have a decent, well, actually we don't have a backup left tackle at all. So I decided, this guy right here, Greg Robinson, 25 years of age. He's not necessarily going downhill. He's still pretty young, and I think we'll get a couple of good years out of him. And we could probably have him, like I said, in certain play packages, because I am working on that, working on getting guys in and out of certain packages, so we don't overuse them, and also to get those younger guys some experience here to help us out. So that was one of the players that we worked at, and we worked on a contract with him and try to get him re-signed. Originally that was not the numbers we gave him. I can't remember exactly what the numbers were, but I know he was asking somewhere around 24 million. And then the other one was, that guy right there, Colin Kaepernick. I was wanting to look for a guy that has some playoff experience here, a guy that I felt comfortable with in past games. I used Colin Kaepernick in other Maddens and stuff like that, and I always had to feel like I had a good connection with him, passing the ball, getting down the field with him and stuff like that. So I decided to give Kaepernick a try here, and that's exactly what I did. So I went ahead and signed him to a 2-year contract, and he went ahead and accepted, and so did Robinson. So we got both of those guys there, and we still have quite a bit of money in cap. And I decided, that's all we're going to really do in free agency. I'm not going to make a huge, big splash because we pretty much got all the guys that I wanted to re-sign on the team back. And really, truly, this free agency period there was just not too many guys that were just like we got to have him. Well, like I said, with Aldon Smith was probably the only one I really was wanting to go after. But with the money he was asking for was just ridiculously just out of our landscape of things. So take a look here at the signings. There you see, I believe, Drew Brees now with the Rams. There you see Aldon Smith. Yeah, okay. I see how that goes. He's going to be with the Redskins. So that's a guy we're going to have to deal with next season. We'll try to figure that out all coming up. And there you see they got Williams there for the Redskins. So Redskins actually made some pretty good moves there. So did the Rams and the Dolphins and the Bills. Teams were shaking up. Pretty much seemed like they had quite a bit of money there and for free agents and stuff like that. So you see Bridgewater with the Saints. Like I said, it's just some really big moves and shakers. Not too many people in our division, like with the exception of with the Redskins, like I mentioned. Giants, you see they made a push there. That was the guy I was also looking at, the right tackle, because we need a decent right tackle. And I decided that there was a kid that we want to draft. It's a good right tackle, and we're going to go ahead and bring him aboard. So that's something we are going to be looking at here. I may have a quick draft special video for you guys, show you guys the some of the players that we're potentially going to look at. I forgot about. I had some of it for you guys, but then I ended up getting rid of the footage there, and I was like, okay, never mind. I can't do that now. So I apologize. I know that I said it was going to be one more draft or one more scouting draft special there for us, but unfortunately I just completely forgot about it and deleted the footage. So I apologize now. But there you see some of the other signings there, and like I said, John, there's everyone at least within our division there in the NFC East made pretty good landings on a couple of good players there to help them out in certain areas they need to fill some holes in. But for the most part, I feel comfortable. I feel that we didn't really need to make a big push. I think we're just gonna go draft wise. We don't have a 5th round pick this year. I have decided that we are going to go ahead and trade off our 4th round pick, and I'll explain more about that in the next episode, and the reason why we're going to do that. And quite simply, I mean, the reason is because there's nobody in the 4th round that really worth going after. So we're going to try to see if we can trade that off and try to get either try to move up, or actually try to get a future draft pick for next season. So we're going to try to work on that. And like I said, I'll explain more about that in the next video about how we're going to get that all in play. But after that was it for the 2nd round of free agency. Now we're going to the 3rd round here, and you guys can take a look here again, some of the names that were just recently signed. Some of y'all, you'll see some of the names that were still there. Lewis was one of the guys also too from the Dion Lewis there for the Patriots. I was actually considering going after. I was really wanting to go after a halfback that was helping us out, that could help us out, because I am going to work on a kind of a 3-headed monster when it comes to the running game, just like we did this towards the end of this past season with Morris and McFadden, and also of course our feature back Elliott there. But I was kind of thinking, I'm like, let's just go ahead and I kind of looked at some of the draft the guys in our draft, and looking at where they were going to be falling at and which rounds and stuff like that. So and there's 2 of them that I have my eye out for, and I'll let you guys know about that coming up in the next episode. I kind of want to keep that in my back pocket there, because I think both guys would be great. I think one of them is a power back and the other one is a speed back, and that's what I kind of want a speed back best in team. I kind of want a power back, so I guess I'm kind of looking for a balanced halfback. But yeah, we're gonna look at that in the next episode. I'll show you guys the 2 guys I'm talking about, and also in the next episode I'll show you guys the complete re-signings for our division. So everyone that got signed for us, of course, for the Redskins, for the Giants and for the Eagles. But just finishing up here, some pretty good names. I was kind of there was also a couple of Nebraska Cornhuskers, former Cornhuskers on this list of free agents. And I was thinking about grabbing some of those. Just simple fact because I'm a Nebraska fan. I was going to have a couple of Nebraska guys on our team. But I was like, no, I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to put all our money in. And I kind of want to keep some of the free agency. But with that being said, I have looked at some of these guys here. Here in a bit, we'll get to the last round here of the players that have been signed. And that was one of them right there. Denard Robinson there, former Michigan guy, quarterback there, now halfback in the NFL. I was going to sign him. He was actually a guy that was on my list of players that I was dead set on signing. But then after a while, after I looked at some of the scouting from the college players there, I'm like, on second thought, there's some college players that are actually better than he is right now. So, but yeah, taking a look at here, that was the last round here. So these are the final free agent offers here. Can't really offer anything right now to them. They are free agents. But one of the receivers right there, you see Danny Amendola. We had him, I believe, in the Pittsburgh series there. He did pretty well for us there. You got Victor Cruz. Who else? I think you got Bryce Butler, who was on our team last year, who is still free agent, so we can easily bring him back. Sign him to a 2-year deal or something like that. And also, I believe, I can't remember who the other guy was that we were just going to look at. Michael Floyd. I'm a big Michael Floyd fan. Have been for quite a few years here, and anytime he's a free agent, man, I always try to see if I can grab him. And when I know he's not probably one of the best receivers, but he is one of the I know from time playing in Arizona, he's always been one of those just good clutch players in there, and kind of a quiet guy. He puts up some pretty decent numbers from year to year, and that's one guy I was thinking about possibly bringing up for us in our wide receiver core to really have some diversity there and just kind of shake things up there. They also there you see the right tackle there. That's a former. We'll think about signing him as a guy that we can resign. Some great block. Pass block and run blocking, and also his really great impact blocking there. So that's a guy we're thinking about possibly re-signing or going after the draft here if he is still available. So, but it all depends on how these young guys work out here when it comes to drafting. And like I said, some of them. I haven't really talked about it yet because the draft special I was supposed to have for you guys were about the right tackles and pretty much offensive linemen there. But we got a couple guys. I'm looking at my list right here that are there's a couple of third round guys, a couple of second round guys. Actually quite a few second round guys for right tackles, and then. Like I said, rest of we don't have a 5th round pick. But our 4th round pick, I think we're going to go ahead and trade off and try to see what we can get for a future draft pick for next year with whichever team offers us that I believe is the best deal for us, and then we'll go from there. But like I said, next episode we'll kind of do a quick recap of who we signed, who we got for free agency, who the Redskins, Eagles, and Giants all not re-signed, but signed to the team in a recap. And then the draft. There it is. In prime time, it'll be the NFL draft. We'll see who our newest NFL players will be for our team and for the rest of the league. And then we'll break that down and then get ready. For season 2, you guys. Season 2 is coming around the corner here. We'll have the preseason games. I'll have those uploaded here onto the channel. You guys will be able to see those from beginning to end, raw footage and everything of that, and then we'll finally get the season started. So I cannot wait. draft's coming around the corner. This is the fun part of it all, trying to see who we can draft and who are going to be our future playmakers for this ball club. So it all starts right here. The relaunch, the going back, trying to be back-to-back champions, all started right here in this NFL draft. We'll see if we can draft that diamond in the rough type of player here in this in the next episode. So stay tuned for episode 25, you guys, for Dallas Cowboys Franchise. It will be the NFL draft, and we'll see our future playmakers here coming up. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys enjoyed today's episode, please leave a like. Also, don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more Dallas Cowboys Franchise here on the channel. Don't forget, also hit that bell notification for you, so you guys can be the first to be notified when videos come up of this series or any other series here on the channel. Follow us on social media on Facebook, Twitter, Tumblr, and Discord. Check out the links down below in the description, and follow us there and be a part of the ESGN Nation. As always, you guys, keep yourselves together healthy, and I will see you guys next time.